Hey, welcome yet to a brand new episode. I'm your host, Dr. Faith Elizabeth Nanyonga. If you're listening in today, I'd like to take this minute to thank you for each and every time that you tune in to listen to me as I teach about career development and personal development. Your support is invaluable to me, and I don't take it for granted. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Frame Solution podcast. And if you'd like to be a fan, there are 3 ways you can support this show and spread the love. Every single share, subscribe count matters, so do not think your efforts go unnoticed. The first way you could support this show is by leaving a review in Apple Podcasts. Reviews not only make the world a better place for me, as the podcast gets to many ears, but also rank our podcast higher in the podcast charts. You can subscribe to this podcast so that you do not miss out any episode as they are released. And also, you could choose to be a guest on the podcast by sending in an email. The email address is theframesolutions@gmail.com. Thank you once again. 7 years ago, I didn't feel qualified enough to win the Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation travel grant to present my master's thesis at the Keystone Symposium in Washington, Seattle. I recall feeling imposter syndrome. I didn't feel qualified enough to do this. But I didn't let this feeling stop me from tendering in my application. So, fast forward to 4 months later, I was selected for the scholarship. I recall packing my bags from the University of Manchester and traveling to Seattle-Tacoma Airport. I was so proud of my achievement. I had made my first step towards becoming the scientist that I longed to be. I met Bill on a luncheon, and I was so fascinated by how humble he was. He spoke about his work in fighting infectious diseases and the goals he had for the biotech industry and the vaccine research at large. To date, we are still fighting these diseases. I loved how visionary he was and how inspiring he was. A person so prominent to be that humble was very inspiring. Being selected for this opportunity opened for me many doors. To this date, it continues to do so. The moral of this story is, feel the fear, but do it anyway. Having spent a lot of time working on my imposter syndrome and helping many of my clients overcome the imposter syndrome, I'm here to share with you some of the episodes that I've done on imposter syndrome. And if you'd like to learn more about how to overcome your own self-limiting beliefs, please check out the episode titled The Ugly Truth About Imposter Syndrome and How to Combat Imposter Syndrome. These are episode 3 and episode 4 of the Frame Solution podcast. Tune in and listen. You will love each and every content that I give out in these episodes. I do not give out fluff, I give out the real deal. So if you'd like to get more help in terms of overcoming your imposter syndrome, sign up to the Get Unstuck Academy. The link is in the show notes of this episode. I can't wait to teach you my framework on how I've overcome my own self-limiting beliefs, how I've gone ahead to plan a career of my dreams, and how I'm living my career fulfillment as a scientist and also as a career strategist for the rest of the people that I serve. I can't wait to see you in this academy. I will teach you everything that I know about career development and career growth. And I believe it will be very impactful in your own career only if you take the steps and put in practice what I'm going to teach you to get ahead in your career. See you on the other side of the Frame Solutions Get Unstuck Academy. Bye-bye for now. I hope you've learned something from this episode, and if you have, please rate and review wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe to this podcast. Share it with your family, friends, and those that you think are interested in career development. Also, follow me on the socials, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. The username is The Frame Solutions. I can't wait to speak to you in the next episode. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.